Barakim Habarim, welcome to Messianic Moment Ministries. I'm Stephen Bruck. Hey, you know who you are. And today is the 12th day of December 2023. Well, we all know there are 12 tribes of Israel, and that 2.5 of these tribes settled east of the Jordan, while the remaining 9.5 tribes settled in what was then Canaan. Later, under Rehoboam, the son of Solomon, the kingdom was split in two: Judah and Benjamin in the south, called Judea, and the remaining tribes in the north, Shomron, also called Israel. Hey, time out for a second. Look, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so on my website. There's a subscribe button there. Here on YouTube, one of these icons, click on that. Do the like the pages, notify, click the bell, all that stuff. And also join my discussion group on Facebook called Just God's Word. But please, you got to click and agree to the rules or I can't let you in. And if you like what you get here, you really will like the books I've written. They're available. You can get links on the website or go to Amazon.com, put in the search Stephen R. Bruck, and all my books are there. They're available in paperback, or Kindle formats, and they're so reasonably priced. Well, let's get back to today. So, what happened was Assyria, under Tiglath-Pileser III, destroyed the tribes of Gad, Reuben, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, who were living in the lands of Og and Sichon, which were east of the Jordan, sometime around 733 BCE. And then, about 11 years later, in or around 722 BCE, Assyria then went up, and they also conquered the northern kingdom of Shomron, dispersing the remaining 7.5 tribes throughout the world, known as the diaspora. The remaining tribes of Judah and Benjamin, by now, which was almost totally absorbed by Judah, remained in the southern kingdom until they were also conquered and displaced by Nebuchadnezzar II in 587 BCE. Now, after Babylon destroyed the temple in Jerusalem, which is where the records of the tribal lineages were kept, well, from that time on, no one knows now which tribe they belong to. And this is devastating because, excuse me for this, it's leftover from COVID. This is devastating because, well, for one thing, God commanded that only the descendants of the tribe of Levi may serve him in the office of Cohen. That's Numbers 3:5-10. And within that, only the direct descendants of Aaron may act as Cohen HaGadol, the high priest. Another issue is when Messiah returns and the people are regathered, who's to live where? I mean, if we don't know which tribe we are from, then we can't live in our ancestral location, which was based on where Joshua assigned land to each tribe in Joshua 18:10. Fortunately, God has done something to at least allow us to identify the descendants of Levi. Yeah, he did. In 1997, a professor named Karl Skorecki, working with others in Haifa, found that within the Jewish priesthood at that time, the Kohanim, there appeared to be a different distribution of two specific Y chromosomes. Now remember, the Y chromosomes are passed down only through the father. And these two chromosomes were different from the rest of the Jewish male population. And they named them YAP and DYS19. Now later, in a 1998 study, they tested a total of 6 genetic markers, not just 2, but 6, and found a clear difference between the Kohanim population and the general Jewish population. They put this all together, and they identified and named this pattern the Cohen modal haplotype. Now, of course, since this is science, there are those who refute the validity of their findings. But I believe when God, who created DNA, decided to separate the tribe of Levi for himself, he made sure that there would be more than just lineage records to identify his chosen priests. Now, science has finally caught up to God and discovered his genetic marker for Levites. Many think that when Messiah returns and is king over the earth, that he will serve as king and high priest. I don't know, but even if that is true, there will still need to be those to serve as subordinate priests, just as well Moses had subordinates serving under him. Yo, wait a minute, Steve. That's fine for the priests. But what about the ancestral home thing? How is that going to be resolved in the afterlife? Well, that's a good question. And my answer is that I don't know. I don't know. Based on the Bible telling us that there will be only a remnant who will be saved, and we know that this remnant will be composed of both Jews and Gentiles who have received salvation through their faith in Messiah Yeshua. Well, I don't know. Perhaps the distribution of the land in the new earth will just be done all over again. Maybe at that time, needing to know which tribe we are from, other than the Levites, of course, it won't really be necessary. To me, it doesn't really matter that much. All I am concerned with is being on the winning side, wherever I live in the afterlife. As long as I am in the presence of the Almighty, hallelujah, I am okay with it. And I've also heard different theories about the lost tribes. That some Native American tribes are from Israel due to there's a similarity in the religious beliefs. I saw something that said the Danes are actually from the tribe of Dan, and other such theories. Since the diaspora is so large an area, who can really know? Jews pretty much are either Ashkenazi or Sephardic, European or Hispanic today. So that might help to break down the distribution of which tribes went where, but again, really, who knows? I don't think it matters, because there's only one tribe, Levi, which was specified by God to perform a specific service for him. And now we know how he has made sure we can know who they are. Before I go, one last thing. I do know one thing for certain, and that is that I will be in the service of the Almighty because I have the genetic marker of a Levite. Well, thank you for being here. Please share these messages with everyone you know. And until next time, Lehitrot and Baruch Hashem.